Learn to value yourself, which means fight for your happiness. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. A creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others. The smallest minority on earth is the individual. Those who deny individual rights cannot claim to be defenders of minorities. The man who does not value himself cannot value anything or anyone. To sell your soul is the easiest thing in the world. That's what everybody does every hour of his life. If I asked you to keep your soul, would you understand why that's much harder? Devotion to the truth is the hallmark of morality. There is no greater, nobler, more heroic form of devotion than the act of a man who assumes the responsibility of thinking. Never think of pain or danger or enemies a moment longer than is necessary to fight them. Let me give you a tip on a clue to men's characters. The man who damns money has obtained it dishonorably. The man who respects it has earned it. What greater wealth is there than to own your life and to spend it on growing? Every living thing must grow. It can't stand still. It must grow or perish. I never found beauty in longing for the impossible and never found the possible to be beyond my reach. Live and act within the limit of your knowledge and keep expanding it to the limit of your life. But why should you care what people will say? All you have to do is please yourself. Run for your life from any man who tells you that money is evil. That sentence is the leaper's bell of an approaching looter. People create their own questions because they are afraid to look straight. All you have to do is look straight and see the road. And when you see it, don't sit looking at it or. If one's actions are honest, one does not need the predated confidence of others. Patience is always rewarded and romance is always round the corner. Our lust is a weed that grows only in the vacant lots of an abandoned mine. It's not that I don't suffer. It's that I know the unimportance of suffering. I know that pain is to be fought and thrown aside, not to be accepted as part of one's soul and as a permanent scar across one's view of existence. Money will not purchase happiness for the man who has no concept of what he wants. Every form of happiness is private. Our greatest moments are personal, self-motivated, not to be touched. People want nothing but mirrors around them, to reflect them while they are reflecting to reflections of reflections and echoes of echoes. No beginning and no end. No center and no purpose. In a free society, one does not have to deal with those who are irrational. One is free to avoid them. No speech is ever considered, but only the speaker. It's so much easier to pass judgment on a man than on an idea. There are two sides to every issue. One side is right and the other is wrong. But the middle is always evil.